When it comes to a sexless marriage, it feels like nobody talks about the things that truly matter. You might think you're the only one facing these struggles, wondering what's wrong with you, and carrying the burden all by yourself. But when men come together, they realize they are not alone.
Most men don't have anywhere they can talk honestly about what's happening in their relationship. And sometimes, these men are speaking about their experience for the first time.
Not because they don't want to, but because they've never had a safe space to open up in a way that works for them.
Men often report that they simply couldn't talk to their friends about what they were going through. The fear of judgment regarding their marriage often stops men from reaching out for the support they need. Others feel a sense of hopelessness, wondering why they should talk about it if nothing is going to change.
Men carry years of disappointment, confusion, rejection, grief in complete isolation, often for years, sometimes even for decades.
Yet something remarkable happens when one man uses his voice, opening the door for others to do the same. Connection begins to form, replacing the silence that once stood in the way.
Biggest takeaway participants shared wasn't advice. It was the realization that they weren't the only ones. When men discover they're not alone in their struggles, shame begins to loosen its grip. Isolation gives way to connection. Honest conversations become possible, and hope starts to grow.
Sometimes the most powerful part of a support group isn't finding answers. It's finding others who truly understand you.
I didn't realize how much I needed to hear that other men were going through the same thing, and that I am not alone.
I'm so focused on doing, taking care of things, and listening to other people, I'm not used to having a space where I can slow down, figure out what I'm feeling, and actually put it into words.
It's not often you get a chance to just have a very patient, reflective group of listeners.
We know support is important.
Because that is where your voice can be heard.
Our small 12-week online men's group is built to give you space to have your voice, your situation, and your feelings be heard in a patient and reflective group.
Biggest takeaway participants shared wasn't advice. It was the realization that they weren't the only ones. When men discover they're not alone in their struggles, shame begins to loosen its grip. Isolation gives way to connection. Honest conversations become possible, and hope starts to grow.
Through this process, hope begins to grow as men find others who truly understand their journey. Honest conversations become possible, and new hope starts to take root. And men become more confident in facing their relationship with renewed hope and tools.
Not every man was comfortable with the idea, but they experienced something different.
I was skeptical of what the value would be of this, but the group's enthusiasm and engagement during this process exceeded my expectations.
This group has given each of us grounding and a way to move forward in our relationships.
I didn't expect to learn as much as I did from hearing other people's experiences. I also felt less alone with intimacy issues in my marriage, because I was learning how others in the group were struggling with similar issues.
Being heard opened my heart and mind to learning about my own part in the dynamic between myself and my spouse.
Our online men's group focuses on providing validation, relief, and building your confidence as you navigate your unique path.
No one can solve your relationship for you, but you don't have to carry it alone. This is a place where men get to share their voice, learn new ways of showing up, and discover that change begins long before your relationship changes.
A confidential support group for men navigating the challenges of a sexless relationship, to connect with men who understand, to learn practical tools, and to find a different way forward.
And we are your facilitators. Hi, I'm Ronnie Burke, a social worker, certified sex therapist and group facilitator. Over the years, I've met many men who felt isolated, frustrated, and unsure where to turn when intimacy in their relationship has changed. What I've learned is that healing doesn't begin with having all the answers. It begins with realizing you're definitely not alone. This group offers a safe, supporting space where men can speak openly, be heard without judgment, and learn from others facing similar experiences. And if you're worried about having to talk right away, you don't have to. You're welcome to simply listen at first. As you hear others share their experiences, you'll often find yourself feeling more comfortable. And when you're ready, speaking comes totally naturally. Together, we'll explore communication, connection, and ways to find your voice and move forward. You don't have to go through this alone.
And I'm IRENE FEHR, a sexless marriage recovery coach. For more than a decade, I've been working with couples who love each other, but have lost their sexual and emotional connection along the way. It's so common for couples to reach a point where sex has disappeared, intimacy has become a source of pain and conflict, and neither person really knows how to find their way back to each other. This is couples work, but what I also have become aware of is how much men are often carrying enormous amounts of pain in these relationships, and they don't always have a place to talk about it. I wanted to make a space for the men's experience, the rejection, the loneliness, frustration, grief, confusion, or fear about what the future holds that married men often feel in a sexless marriage. That's what moved me to create this group with Ronnie, the need for a space where men could have a voice, a place where you don't have to pretend that everything is fine, where you can talk honestly about what your experience is like for you, to hear other men who understand what you're going through, and begin to understand yourself and your relationship in a different way, and find a path forward. Because you should not have to figure this out alone, and we're here for you.
Together, we invite you to join a community where you can find the support you deserve. You truly don't have to figure this out on your own. If you are ready to take that next step, applications for our group are open. You can find more information and apply by visiting the link on your screen.